What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most requested reviews analysis, so stick around. You don't want to miss this. But before we get into that, if you're considering a purchase, don't miss out on this incredible discount available right now. Check the description below and the pinned first comment. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details. So I swapped out my 6-year-old 8500A because the automatic document feeder finally gave up, and I went with this printer. This OfficeJet Pro 8740. Nice upgrade. I've been sticking with HP for ages, and I think they still support Mac pretty well, and this is the best one yet in my experience. First impressions, it's a good-looking unit with clean lines, nothing dramatic sticking out, no goofy extensions. The output tray is tucked back into the body, so there's no flimsy flip-out piece that's going to snap off. The duplexer sits flush, so you can push it right up against the wall. It's a touch smaller than my old model, aside from height, which helps in a tighter space. If you use the flatbed, you'll want a little headroom, and I set mine on felt feet so I can slide it out when I need the glass. Setup was a mix of smooth and quirky. It connected fine via Ethernet on my Mac Pro running El Capitan, but the initial wireless setup didn't cooperate right away. I ended up letting it fetch a firmware update after the fact, which wasn't flagged during setup. I had to go into the touchscreen to perform the update manually, and after that the network visibility and fax tests behaved properly. There's an automatic update option, which should make future hassles rarer, but the manual route is a bit buried in the menus. Printing on this printer is solid. It can do two-sided printing on legal-size pages, something my older unit couldn't always manage cleanly. General Office prints are very close in quality to professional quality, and you can save ink by selecting General Office when speed and volume matter. The quiet mode is noticeable, but not distracting prints quietly enough for a home setup. The software side isn't the slickest I've used, but it gets the job done. The printer dialog has a few quirks. Tray 2 isn't available as a quick switch in the main dialog, so you end up juggling presets via show presets to keep Tray 1 for General Office and Tray 2 for other loads. It's not elegant, but it works, and you can stash those presets so you rarely touch it again. Scan and copy are where this printer shines for me. The ADF is fast, and it can do double-sided scanning in one pass. Image capture and preview work reliably, so you can skip extra software in most cases. The built-in fax feature is handy as well. The prefix for a pause needs a dash now, which is a small oddball change from the old unit, but it works for sending documents to businesses that still rely on fax. Ink cost is the real drag. HP's cartridges are pricey, and the transition from the old 950s to the newer 951s feels a bit wasteful. I'm not a big fan of the Instant Ink model, and I didn't end up signing up. There are a lot of variables there. The printer is large and heavy, about 20 by 21 by 16 inches and nearly 41 pounds, so it isn't something you move around a lot. Bottom line, for home or a small office, this printer is feature-rich and capable, easy enough to live with day to day, and it finally checks most of the boxes I care about. Two-sided printing and scanning, a responsive touchscreen, flexible paper handling, and decent print quality. It isn't perfect, especially around pricing and a few setup quirks, but I'd still give it 4 stars. If you're after a capable all-in-one with strong Mac support and a modern design, this is a solid option. So that wraps up the review. I appreciate you watching, and if you want to take a closer look, I've added the product link in the description. You might also find some current deals there. Take care.